I've gone ahead and I drew up our support lines on gold. We're on the daily. This pair, the reason why I'm going to be concentrating on this pair solely for a while now is because the last time it was at its last high in this market, which is that top blue line there, was in 2012. And if you don't believe me, I will show you right now. I'll show you right now. Let's go back. You see the time and the days at the bottom, right? Just keep taking a look here. Right here, we're at 2016 already. And that top line disappeared. Let's see if we can bring this down here a little bit more. There we go. Bring this in a little bit so we can see. All right. So remember, we're looking for the top line where this market will lead to. Oops. Now, this top line here, if you look, we are actually at 2013 is where the last time the market was at this high area. Now, if you can clearly see that when we went to the very beginning of this chart, before we even moved back, you can tell that the market was actually higher than this. So let's put a line up here at the very top and see where that takes us. Just want to take a look here. All right, now we're going to follow this line back and see where it is in the market right now. Let's go back here. See? That line has still got some ways to go. But the last time it was at this high, let's mark off where we are, because we're right here. We'll draw a line where we are. The line is actually where we are right now. But it came all the way up to here, right? And then came back and retested, as you can tell, that major support area that we went and looked at before. I'll go back and I'll show you. It's a very major support area, and the reason why it is because of the touches that you can clearly see that it made. The market was consolidating. As it broke this high, it went up, came down, went up, came down, touched this area again, came up, went down, touched this area again, came up, came all the way down, touched this area again 3 times. So that's why it's a major structured area. And that's where a lot of the data you can actually see in the market. I like to look at those areas because in those areas you can clearly see some of the actual patterns develop. Like you'll see teacups, you'll see wedges, you'll see price traps, you'll see different strategies or indications telling you which way the market is going to go, up or down, right? And the market only goes 2 ways, up or down. And you can clearly see right here, if you look, and if you've been following me for a while on my page, I look at a lot of different patterns and price trap strategies. I'm a geometry trader and a price trap trader. I also do SRT trading, which is just your support, resistance, and trends. So when we're looking here, we have a pattern. And this pattern right here, because we're on the daily, it is a big move. We have a head and shoulders. We have the shoulder right here. I'll draw it in for you so you can see. I'm going to just transfer my phone over here a little bit so I can take a look here. We will bring this down to this line right here. Come on, stop. There we go. And we're going to bring it up to the left shoulder. Bring it down to finish the left shoulder off. Now we're going to start the head all the way to the top. Then we're going to come back down. Oops. Oh, I didn't bring that other line down far enough, so I'll have to go back. But this is the idea, right? You just bring it down to the line. I'm going to have to come over here and bring this one back down a bit. I need to see what I'm doing here. It's just... Whoop. Pardon my hand in the way. Whoop, darn it. I moved the whole thing. Okay. I think I may have moved the whole shoulder, the head and shoulders here, so I'm just going to move it down. Oops. Once I have it in place properly here, then I'll show you what I mean. Now you can see it. There's clearly a head and shoulders there. I apologize for the little bit of the mess up there, but you just look for these types of patterns, right? And this pattern here is a reversal pattern. It is one of the number one reversal patterns besides next to the harmonic scanner. And we'll get into that in a different training. But this pattern right here allows you to further detect, because if you go over here, it may be sloppy, but we have an inverted head and shoulders telling us that this is clearly ready to reverse. And that's why you see it go all the way back up to this high right here. And come back down, right? And then it consolidates and it forms all these different things in here that if we looked into further, I bet you we'd find more patterns. But like I said, the head and shoulders is the number one reversal pattern next to the harmonic scanner. And if you have any questions, my name is Pamela Regier. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn and Twitter, all these wonderful platforms. I post all my content there, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.